2024 going crazy because of the rap beef. And let me just tell you, I should not get involved because it's getting heated right now. Kendrick is calling Drake a pedo, and Drake is just doing nothing, really. So, yeah, we're gonna be ranking the disses because I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time and I just couldn't. So, you're welcome for this. Let's start right now. In 15th place, we have Rick Ross's Champagne Moments. Now, hear me out. This was supposed to be a really good diss, but then he ruined it by calling Drake a white boy for like a minute in the song. This song now sucks. Please don't listen to it. I mean, if you want to listen to all of the disses, I mean, I guess you could, but this one just doesn't hit. Just isn't good. Alright, on to 14th place. Now, I think it's obvious why I put BBL Drizzy in 14th place. It's just the beat. That's it! It's just the beat! Nothing else. Metro Boomin just tried to make a distrumental, am I right, fellas? Oh man, that sucks. Anyway, BBL Drizzy is supposed to be like a diss beat, but like, I guess he took like the jokes like a little too far. You know, everyone was like those memes where they're like, Metro Boomin said in the like that he did the little and then he said that, and that's why he dissed. Yeah, honestly, I don't really like this one. Although I do like how he made it a contest to make the best Drake diss ever. So I might hop in some maybe at the end of the video. I don't know. Besides corny lines and some really bad jokes and some really bad bars in the song, I think that Kanye did a pretty good job trying to diss Drake, but like it lasted like a day. I don't feel like this one I would replay. I felt like, oh my gosh, Kanye just dropped a remix for Like That and he disses Drake and J. Cole, and that's it. I don't really come back to this one a lot. I mean, I like how he got the hooligans and all that, but like really, some of the bars that he says are just weird. And, you know, it's Kanye, so out of the box as well. It's like I want to hate him, but I just can't because he's just genius. But I feel like this one just wasn't a great diss, just in general. I think it was good while it lasted, but now it's in 13th place. So, on to the next one. Now, when it comes to the Heart Part 6, I'm going to be talking about all the Kendrick disses, like in the top 10 or top 5, because, you know, his are bangers. But I feel like in this one, just a little backstory real quick. Kendrick is talking about all the pedo allegations of Drake, and I feel like the Heart Part 6 is just him saying, no, I didn't do this. No, I didn't do that. No, I'm not a pedo. No, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this. I feel like he just goes on and on saying like, oh, you said this, but I'm not this, and I'm not that. I'm sorry, I keep on saying this and that, and I don't mean to say this and that all the time. This and that, this and that, this and that. Why did I do that? So, I feel like the Heart Part 6 was trying to be a good diss, and then he tries to like back himself up like, oh, you can't be patient, and we made up a 11-year-old daughter. I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about all this stuff in like a minute, but like, I feel like Drake just doesn't make consistent disses. You know what I mean? Like, he can drop a banger when he wants, but this was not one of them. He cannot drop a good diss track, especially after all the Kendrick ones. So I feel like this is the only reason why it's in 12th place, is because I just don't see this being like, oh my gosh, Drake said this in the Heart Part 6. Can you guys believe that? Yeah, don't be coming up to me like this was a good diss. This was not a good diss, okay? So, 11th place now. Listen, Taylor Made Freestyle, I really want to put in the top 10, but I just can't. I'm sorry, but you do not use AI to make a diss track. That's how you know that you are begging for people to be on your side. He used an AI Tupac and an AI Snoop Dogg, and actually he had to take down this song because Tupac's estate called him and he got sued or something like that, and they told him, you better take this down. So yeah, he got there. I think this was a stupid idea to use AI though. That's how you know you're desperate for people to be like, "Oh my gosh, he's really taunting Kendrick." Yeah, you do not need AI to taunt your person. I really want to put this in top 10 because some of Drake's lines are like pretty good. But because of it being taken down and him with the AI stuff and him just absolutely just doing woman stuff, I just don't like this at all. I mean, it's in 11 because it is better than the other ones I was talking about. But yeah, please, this one is just not good. So now we're in the top 10, and these are the disses that I thought were really good and they deserve to be in the top 10. Now, on number 10, we have The Weeknd's verse on All to Myself. I think that he did a pretty good job on dissing Drake, and I was really not suspecting The Weeknd to diss Drake out of all people. He talks about him almost signing to OVO, and how he thanks God for not signing to it. Like signing his life away. He said he talks about his bodyguard doing TikToks. He talks about almost everything that makes Drake. For example, he's just saying that he would never want to be around them anymore. He's mad that they diss Future. I think The Weeknd was on his side for a very long time because We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You had like all the disses. So I think that this was a pretty good choice for The Weeknd to diss. Now you may be wondering, Isaac, we already did this one. No, we didn't. There are two diss tracks on this album, and they are All to Myself by The Weeknd and ASAP Rocky's verse on Show of Hands. This too, go listen to it. It's a pretty good diss. He talks about him dating Rihanna and him saying that he had her first before him. I think this is a great diss. I think that Drake was sneak dissing him and For All the Dogs. He dissed a lot of people. He dissed Rihanna and him. And I think that he just got his comeback by, once again, Drake is fighting over someone with a girl problem. So, I think he did a great job coming back at him. I am actually really surprised that ASAP would respond, though, because, ASAP is not really notorious for diss tracks. So, I think this was another great decision for ASAP Rocky to join Future Metro Boomin and be on this album to go ahead and just diss Drake with, his heart out. I think this was a really good diss. Push Ups by Drake is one of the only proper diss tracks to officially go at it to all these other rappers. And I think when it first released, I thought he was gonna win, but then Kendrick went God mode, and I think that this deserves to be in spot 8 because I think it's pretty good. I think it could have done better, but it's still in the top 10 because this was really a diss track that made you go oh wow, did he really just say that? Did he really just say that? Yeah. I felt like my reaction was better. I know I'm making it sound like it's really great, but it isn't. It's not that great. I think Kendrick has better disses. I think that he just tried his best, and this is not the strongest diss in the bunch, but it is strong for when it came out. So this is why it's in number 8. Okay, I really like this diss, but not everyone loves it. So this is why I'm putting it at number 7. If J. Cole did not apologize because, he apologized at his Dreamville Fest in North Carolina. If he didn't apologize, this would have been, in the top 5. But because J. Cole apologized, and also, too, this was more just a warning shot than a diss, this deserves 7th place. And no, not everyone likes it. Everyone thought it was weak. But I thought it was pretty strong for it. He called T-Pap asleep. He called, Mr. Morale tragic. He called Good Game Mad City classic. Everyone agreed with what he said on this, but no one agreed on what it should be. So I'm putting in 7 because 7 is a fair place. Honestly, 7-minute drill is supposed to be a really good diss track. But when I listened to it, I was thinking that, and at the same time too, I was thinking, wow, J. Cole, you could have done better. So that's why it's in 7th place. Once again, not everyone loves it. So this is why I'm putting it in. Why do I keep on saying that? 7th place. So yeah, next one. This is it. This is the song that started the whole entire beef. I know what you're thinking. Why I credited Future and Metro Boomin is because Future did say something people from the bottom really like that, and he's talking about Drake started from the bottom. He also talked about some girl issues, and then Kendrick just kind of made everyone know alright, this is the diss track. I think for that reason, it's in sixth place. It's barely out of the top five because this is what started the beef, and I don't think it went full potential. Because I'm gonna be talking about Kendrick a lot in the top five, and you'll see. I'll talk about what he says because this is not weak, but like it's still strong enough to like make Drake re-listen to it and be like, man, I can't believe he said that. So yeah, that's why it's in sixth place. Top five. Now we're in the top five, baby. So these are the best diss tracks that I've heard. There's a song called Euphoria, like on the Friday that I'm gonna talk about. Friday is when everyone decided to drop a diss track. It was just Kendrick and Drake going back and forth for 3 songs that dropped in one day. It was crazy. So anyway, this was one of the songs, the first song that dropped actually. It was called 616 in LA. There's a bunch of meanings of what the title means, but I'm not gonna go into it because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I think that this just had great lines. There's one that's like, "Have you ever thought OVO was working for me?" There's one where he talks about like, I don't know, damn. He just talks about a lot of stuff that would make Drake insecure, that would taunt him. I feel like this one is a direct response to Taylor Made because remember I talked about taunting people. So yeah. Oh, and the album cover is basically just his outfit. So next one. Now we got in fourth place Family Matters by Drake. Now the Heartbreak 6 and Push-Ups were kind of weak, but this one, you should have seen my reaction. I was tripping out. He smashed the Good Kid Mad City van in the music video, and he just went off on Kendrick, off on everybody else, and this song was really good. Although it's not first place good, it's like fourth place good. So yeah, give it a listen. It's a good diss track and a good song. Infinite replay value. So yeah. When this came out, I thought it was a really great diss, but I had no idea that everyone would be dancing to it and chanting OVO, or chanting certified lover boy, certified pedophile, or screaming at the clubs, what's that one line? Oh, yeah, trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. I didn't know that this was going to be a dance hit, because you got everyone doing that gangster dance to this. And I think Kendrick is evil for that. Kendrick is evil for making a diss track and everyone chanting it now. I bet, what the heck? What did he say? Oh, yeah. He said his Oakland show should be his last stop. And guess what? He canceled his Oakland show. So, yeah, this one had everyone scared. This had Drake scared even. So, this is why it's in third place. Because this is a really great diss. And it also has infinite replay value. Got that? Infinite replay value. Yeah, Not Like Us is a really good diss track. Meet the Grams is super eerie. I have nightmares to this day listening to it. I couldn't sleep when it dropped. I just have no idea. But Kendrick was evil for dropping this diss track. I really hope you guys get to listen to it because this song is like 5 minutes long. And he talks to Adonis, his parents, allegedly hidden baby girl. Like a baby girl? Like, are you serious? And then he talks to Drake. And there's great lines on here. And just go listen to this one. I can't really explain it because it's such a long one. When Kendrick responded with Euphoria with a 3-part song and just the best disses you ever heard, I think that this deserves number 1. It has ultimate replayable ability. You can listen to this song anytime. It's on Spotify. And I think that Kendrick is smart for doing this song. Thank you, Kendrick, for making these amazing diss tracks. I mean, you're literally just the top 3 is you. And Euphoria really has you thinking that Kendrick absolutely bodied Drake. Now, thank you, Kendrick. I just love this song so much. This is like my most played song, not of the year, but like of this week. I've been listening to this song 24/7 because it's so good. So thank you, Kendrick, for making Euphoria. Otherwise, I wouldn't have never put this song in number 1. Because, Meet the Grams is like second best to like number 1. So, yeah, really great stuff. He says he's his biggest hater. Just listen to this, please. Please go listen to this. This is so good. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as I promised, I think it's time for BBL Drizzy Isaac Remix. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy, yeah. Drake is a BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy. I'm sure this is torture. Let's do this. Isaac remix. Hey, listen. Drake. I thought you was a bro. Drake. I don't wanna go to your shows. Drake, you got me scared. Drake, I've been waiting for this for a while. Drake, you know that you is a pedophile. You know that BBL Drizzy is what you are, yeah. You gotta stop because of teenage fever's getting real. You better stop because you know how you feel. You getting beat up. Drake.